Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Paper Pumpkin Beyond the Subscription Live with Cindy
and Sheila. Hello.
We're great. Wonderful to have you all here today, and thanks for joining us. We're super excited about this beautiful kit that we got. It's called the Fall for Twall, and we're going to give you some behind-the-scenes information about it, as well as go through some beautiful samples that we have from our concept artist, me, and also our artisan team member. Make sure that you leave comments throughout the Facebook Live for a chance to win this kit, the whole entire kit, for free. We'll select 3 winners, and you'll be receiving a message on Facebook or Instagram. We're going to actually set 3, right? My social team, 3 from each platform. So 3 from Facebook and 3 from Instagram. Way double than last time. So we encourage you to ask as many questions. Every one of those is a submission to getting a free kit. And our social team will be here. They will be responding and asking us the questions, and we can give you the answers. So, all right. Also, all of the samples that you're going to see here today are going to be shown at 5 p.m. on our Paper Pumpkin Facebook and Instagram accounts. So you can go on there and you can look at the pictures of all of the samples, as well as to zoom in and see us on the details. We'll be sure to tag our artisan, Bree Wenwick, and she will be able to give you questions to your comments or answers to your comments. I think we're going to get started. You ready?
Okay, ready.
Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so here's the suite. We're going to show you this is the suite. So this is the Paper Pumpkin kit, Fall for Twall. And what was really fun is this also ties back to a suite that is now in our mini catalog from the September to December mini catalog, right?
Yes, called Autumn Twall.
It's Autumn Twall. So if you have the catalog or if you go online, you can see the entire suite there. But we also have it here to show you, and also show you a little bit of how this kit for Paper Pumpkin came and was inspired by the suite. So let's take a look at some of the elements of the kit and the suite together.
So are you saying that the suite came first and then the Paper Pumpkin?
Yes, it was. But what's really great about this is that our designer knew that they were going to be working on the suite, and they knew they were going to be working on the Paper Pumpkin at the same time. So what we did is we were able to pull things or things that we made that we were like, oh, that doesn't fit into this bundle. Let's turn it into something else. And so we were able to actually put it in the kit. So that's sometimes a little bit of a nice way to have a little bit of some design time, but then also save a few things that you think, oh, they'll be scratched and you'll never get to see them again. But we actually put them in the kit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's really fun. All right, so let's take a look at the suite. We're going to look at all the pieces, and then we'll kind of have Sheila, I'll help you pull out some of the pieces from the kit and how they correlate.
Perfect.
All right, so we're going to look first at the Designer Series paper. Now, what's so special about this Designer Series paper that we've not done before is that the numbers, the quantity is different. So you actually get 3 rather than 2 of each pattern. So that way you have more multiples that you can create. You've got a different variety. On the front side, we have all these kind of twall lookish kind of styled patterns, but on the back side is some really good basics. So we'll just turn over a couple of them. You can see. So you've got a good grid paper, stripes, a little bit of a plaid or let's see, a diamond pattern here, and then we've got a stripe. So nice, good basic. Now this is also gray granite. So it's a little bit of a more updated palette. So you've got your your Cajun Craze, you've got your Mossy Meadow. I'm not talking today.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. And then you've got your Early Espresso, but you also have a little bit of the pecan pie in it as well. So you've got like a variety of like fall colors, but we've added some other colors in. And what I love about this paper, of course, we did these beautiful twall sheets, which are just gorgeous. But we actually wanted to do fall, but we wanted to do a little bit masculine. So we added this one here, and this is such a typical kind of like outdoorsman kind of feel where you've got pheasants and birds and trees in a darker green. So this would make a great, more like a masculine card as well.
And wouldn't even have to be fall, really.
No, really.
With that color.
No.
So
So you could easily pair this one with this one, and you could kind of come up with some kind of a masculine card. And then you've got these great fall images as well. And the one that I like is this one, which adds not the toile typical, like where it's more tone on tone, right? But this has a little bit of pops of color. So we've got a little bit of mossy in there. We have a little bit of the Cajun craze, a little bit of the pecan pie, and it has all these scenes that you can, you know, kind of build upon. Now, one of the things you want to see that this little scene right here actually inspired one of the pieces from the kit. So let's take a look at that one.
Okay.
And
So that's this one right here.
So we took this image here, you can see, and we enlarged it, took out some of the pumpkins, and just made it so like it's just a field of the corn.
I like that. And then,
So.
of course, it's got the yellow in it that the paper doesn't. And I like that look, too.
Yes, and that was one thing that we did intentionally, actually. We didn't want to add the mossy meadow in it. We wanted to do a different color. So there's some relation, but it's just like a little bit of difference. So we added the crushed curry with it instead.
That's awesome. I noticed that there's this cute little fox from the kit that
Yes.
coordinates with this paper right here as well.
So I have a little background story about this little guy. So we actually had this was going to be a die in one of the die sets. And we didn't have enough room for it. And we decided, okay, let's not do him, but let's put him in the paper instead, the toile paper. But then why don't we put him in, I had colored it and everything. And I said, let's put it in the kit.
Awesome.
As a little separate die cut piece. And so that was where he was created.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love that. There's also, I noticed it from this paper that you love, the pumpkins are carried over here, look different colors a little bit.
Yep, so we
I
did
like
a little
that.
bit of a lighter color instead of that real deep, dark orange. So we did a little bit of lighter. And then we also made where it's in the stamp set as well. So let's take a look at the stamp set.
Yes, love that.
So you can see.
When you run out of these die cuts, you can make a whole bunch more pumpkins there. And I don't know if you can see that very well.
Go this way and let's see if we can get it into the close-up. Come back this way. There you go.
There we go.
So you can see how you have the die cuts here, and they're exactly the same. They're a little bit larger in the stamp set than they do here. But what I love about the stamp set as well is you've got the acorn, you have several of the different type of leaves, and the sentiments are really great and very useful.
Love that. I love the coordination of it all.
I know, right? Okay, and then the other thing we have that coordinates is that we used the toile paper, and we actually colored it for the card bases with the kit. So we gave an overall color on top of the cardstock. So it's the same pattern. We minimized it a little bit, and then we just gave it all of more of a monochromatic tone-on-tone look.
Love that.
Okay, now you were pulling out that one piece that I was loving.
Yes.
Let's share that one. So if you want to look at the suite, this also came with 2 stamp sets. So we've got the Amber Autumn stamp set and the Autumn Trees. And let's take a look at the dies that go with each of these. So we've got this beautiful tree die that goes with this one. And then we have this, which is kind of like a card front. Okay.
This might be a little easier, but maybe not.
So we have this one that has like a large card front size. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to tie back this tree shape. But because it's in the die and it's already full, a full piece, we were like, what if we did just a half of it? And that's where this piece came up, is that we took this kind of imagery kind of style and we turned it into this tree that's kind of just showing half of it.
I love that. And you were telling me earlier about how this has the outline, the inside details of the tree, and even additional details here that could be all kind of layered on top of one another.
So you can use this die with a stamp set, or you can use it with the die, or you can even add another layer to add more and more and more. So you can really create a nice a multi-layer card.
Love that.
And then we've got this really cute one. Now, this is something I think is really fun that we've added this little deer, the deer and the baby deer. So we have those 2 together, and that's like a die-cut silhouette kind of style. And so it plays really nicely with all these images that is from the stamp set as well.
Awesome.
All right, and then let's take a look at this one. So this one is Amber Autumn. So this piece here, if you look at these leaves right here, that's actually the die cuts that are from the kit as well. So you can see that we took these leaves, we actually turned them into die cuts, colored them. So you've got ones that have more yellow and or more of the orange in them as well. And then the fonts are the same, so we use the same font that you see in this set here as in the suite as well. So the fonts kind of coordinate as well. So Now this one I love because it has this beautiful open die. It's a detailed die, but it creates this beautiful, like lacy looking kind of leafy part. And then we do have some other pieces that go with it. So you've got like another little lace piece. So really, really pretty and works so well, coordinates well together. The other things about the suite that we have is this beautiful, kind of like I forgot what it's called.
The irregular ribbon?
The irregular weaved ribbon. So it kind of has a stretchy quality to it, but it's also a great neutral color. You can color this with Stampin' Up! Blends.
I have to feel it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me feel that.
And it has a great little like texture to it. You could even do this like multiple times, layer it on the back and have like a complete like layered or designed piece. And then we've got these dots. These are called the streaked dots. So they are they're a beautiful like a brown. They're kind of in between a pecan pie and an early espresso because it's kind of the two shades together. But these are really great to use. There's in 2 different sizes, and they just have a nice little autumn touch to it.
Love that.
Okay.
I
All right.
love all that coordination because you can, once you're done with the kit, you've got so many more products that you can use if you love the feel of this and really stretch it pretty far either with or beyond your kit.
Yes.
So, love that.
All right, so let's get on. Let's go ahead and show our artisan design team member.
Okay.
We're going to pull all of this off so you can take a look at the close-up of all of these beautiful projects that she created. Oh, and
Okay.
I forgot one more thing. I forgot.
yeah.
The Earth
In
and
this
Textures. This is a foil sheet, and it's got like a little bit of like a grainier kind of texture, but it's kind of more like a chocolate brown foil, and this die looks really awesome in this, so
Yes, it would.
I highly recommend it.
It didn't photograph very well. I noticed in the mini catalog.
Yeah.
It looks a lot lighter than it is. It's really, really dark, as you can see.
Yeah, it is
So,
much darker, and it's got a nice shine quality to it.
Love that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have some samples to show you from our artisan Bree Renwick. And this first card here.
Let's go to the close-up, why don't we? There we go.
Right here.
Show them
Okay.
that beauty.
Okay. So what I love about this card is that she used the products from the kit itself, but also with some coordinating things that go with it. And then I got mixed up here for just a minute because I was thinking I was talking about the other card. So basically the only other thing that's not included with the kit that's on this card is this twine right here, and it's called the Early Espresso and Old Olive linen thread pack because it comes in the 2 colors. And so this is obviously the Early Espresso. I like how she's taken the ribbon from the kit.
We didn't even talk about that gross grain ribbon, did we?
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
I love that. This is so fun to get. And I love that this was already, let's move this over just a little more.
Okay.
This was already pre-cut.
Okay.
And so you don't, and also the ends are finished, so they won't fray.
I love that. And I love how she used it on this card here.
Yes.
Just this little bit, this little detail right here.
The little side
adds an
view.
awful lot to it. I love how she has layered the leaves in here. She has taken the envelope flap, and I don't know if you can see this real well, but right here, these 2 little leaves right here are die cut with the Circle of Seasons dies with the envelope flap. So
Sadly, they've sold out.
they have.
So if you did get a chance to get them, this is the last month of the add-on dies, and actually they sold out recently. And so if you got them in the last 2 months, then you can use them.
That's right. So you would be able to die cut those out, or you could use one of the leaves from the suite.
Oh yes,
set of dies.
Yeah,
if
totally
you don't
do
have
that.
that, so it'd be different, but you could totally get a similar look to that. So love that. I love the layering here with the Early Espresso cardstock, and I love just this little addition on the inside with the card base, or is this the paper?
I think it might be the paper.
Might be the paper. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be the paper.
I think it is. And so I just really love the look of this card. So this bow right here is perfect with the ribbon there as well.
I wanted to double check that just to make sure.
Oh,
it is.
kit.
It is the cardstock.
Yeah, one of the card bases from the kit. So perfect.
Don't you love that our card bases now also have all the way across.
I do, because many people I've seen cut those apart because
Yes.
but you don't have to. It could be just as simple, make the card so it has that on the front and back, but you could cut it apart if you want to, like many do.
And speaking of cardstock, or the cards, I love this pattern. This is that linen look, and I wish we could get this in like a separate product.
I totally agree, and I'll bet many would agree with that as well.
Yes.
So if you notice, she used then essentially all 3 card bases on this one
she
card.
did.
And so she's cut this all apart and has used all 3 of those card bases on this one card. Love it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so then the second project here is this horizontal or landscape card.
So we can show that.
Now on this one, she has used a combination of things from the kit and from the suite that coordinate. So in the background, you're seeing this piece from the kit here in the background. And then on top of that, you're seeing this designer series paper that coordinates with it from the suite.
So she's taken that same scene and just used it as the centerpiece for that.
Exactly. She's used die cuts here from the kit. And then, of course, the fox came from either the kit or the designer series paper. It could be either one because they
could
did
fussy cut
coordinate.
that out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this frame that you're seeing here, she did with the textured notes dies. They're an online exclusive must-have set of dies, I think, for card makers and scrapbookers alike.
Yeah.
Because there's just these fun little textures that I don't know that you can really see in the camera here. Maybe if I turn it that way towards the light. But they have these textured edges, which is why they're called textured notes dies. And I love that she's made that a window to see that die cut through. I love the layering on this card. I'm going to kind of try to turn it to the side a little bit and show you all the different layers there. This was put on the lighter card base, that linen card base. Just really love the look of that. She's brought in the Thankful from the kit there as well. And it is just beautiful. The beautiful coordination. This is what we were talking about earlier, how they coordinate together so well. So
I think I lost the stamp set somewhere. The reason why we have the printed thing, somebody asked this, why we had the printed piece first and now had it stamped. But we did give you the stamp as well. We gave you the stamp of this, so you could stamp it for something else. Like you could stamp it on something else, use it for other things. But we just, with this one, it was easier just to go ahead and have it a printed sentiment.
right, love that. Love that you have that option.
Yeah.
So, okay, awesome. So then third, this is my favorite. I always love the 3D things.
I know.
And this one right here is using hoops, online exclusive gold hoops.
The large gold hoops.
That were meant to go with a Christmas suite. But I love how she's used that on this maybe place setting.
Oh, yeah, I was saying you could put it on your place setting for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving, exactly. I think that would be a perfect use for this. It could be an ornament as well. Maybe
a tag on a gift.
Absolutely. And people do decorate trees for all seasons.
That's true.
And I love that with this. On this, she's used parts from the kit as well. And she's used the Autumn Trees dies right here. So can you pull that detailed die out again, because we were trying to figure out exactly how she did that. And so this part of that tree with the detail of the tree made these leaves here with Mossy Meadow cardstock. And then these leaves that were used with the add-on dies were done with the envelope flaps. This one here with the
that's
card
great.
base.
Yeah, so she took these 3 flaps, which were in the 3 different colors, and then she just die cut them from there.
Right. And then for that additional early espresso color, that's from a card base.
Card base, yep.
Love that. I just love
That's
the
using the
details.
kit in all
Absolutely.
that you can.
Yeah, she really stretched that. Here's the early espresso linen thread again, and she used that. Cindy has showed this before, but how you can turn that into this ornament hanging with the twine like that. I love that. And it's just done like a slip knot there.
Yep.
And the
Tied
ends
to
are
the
brought
top.
up in here and tied in a bow around the ribbon from the kit, the grosgrain, and I love that.
So the one thing I don't know if we've talked about is that this kit had actually had a specialty foil. So tying back to the suite of the Earth and Textures foil, this is actually the same color that we used. We added a little bit of foil in some of the elements from the labels as well. And so I love that she used these, both of them, to kind of line her little piece together.
Yes.
And then use that foil. So it's pretty sturdy. It's not moving anywhere.
Right.
So it's not twisting.
She's got one on the front and the back that
Yep.
really just makes that solid and doesn't feel as fragile as it might
Yeah.
if that didn't have that back there to kind of...
I would love even to say, you know, like maybe you could put a name on there, you know, and they could be a name tag.
Right.
A name placeholder.
Love it.
So
Yep, I agree.
beautiful projects.
Yes.
Love those, Bree. Thank you for sharing with us and all of us here. Let's go ahead and move to the two samples, the alternate samples from the concept artist team.
Okay.
And that would be for me. So I did these two samples. Let's talk about this one first. So this one is using the one of the card bases, and then using that kind of that piece where the corn that I'm using in the back, but I just kind of cut it off on one side so then that way it kind of come in from the edge. And then also using the leaves. This is from the add-on die, so you have the great acorn pieces. I've used the other card base for this piece. I love a little plaid or a little gingham or a little bit of a checked. So I love that. And then also adding a little bit of the green. So kind of making that silhouette around this. And then I did use some other basic beige and stamped on it, and then added a little bit of the grosgrain underneath.
And
so
what's that die? Is it the...
that die is from also the add-on dies.
Okay.
That was in the Circle of the Season.
So hopefully you got that set of dies.
But you can see where I've added the streaked dots in this as well, because it pulls in that brown from the grosgrain ribbon into this and kind of move that color around, and using the espresso for just to stamping. So it pulls that all in together, and I love this card. I love the way that it turned out. So hopefully you got the dies and you can create this card yourself. Now this card, let me show you with this one. I love this card because it has my favorite die in the back, that large focal die. So I actually took one of the card bases, which was this one here, and I die cut that out so you can see.
Oh, I see. I like that.
See the texture?
Because you can, the gradient in color, the texture there, like you're saying. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
So then I got that piece, and then what I did is I just cut it down. I cut the tree out of the piece and just left the frame instead. So I just left the frame
I see.
and then added this underneath that frame piece there.
And are these stamped here?
So they are all stamped. And I did a
love
little fussy cutting, and I took that right to the lines. I didn't want any of the white showing on the around the dies like we normally do. So I wanted to cut them straight directly against it. And then I just did a little bit of blends coloring. So did a little bit of the pecan pie as well as the Cajun craze and colored them in. Stamped
Great
them
coloring.
thank you. Stamped them with the early espresso, and then just finished off with a sentiment. I love, again, that cardstock there on that card base is linen texture is just really pretty, and it pops through
It really
all of
does.
it. You have to pop that up so that way you get those kind of like shades and everything. But a great card, and just by stamping multiple times of that stamp set and then fussy cutting it out, you can like recreate a whole different card.
Love it. And I love all the different layers. It's hard to kind of see that in the camera here again, but I just really love the different layers of the pumpkins and the leaves and the frame. It's just, I really love the composition of that card too. It's really good.
Thank you.
So,
All right, so that's it. Now, again, all of these projects you're going to be able to see at the post that's going on at 5 o'clock. So you'll be able to see all of them as well in full detail. The refill for this kit, it is the Fall for Twal refill. It is available right now, and the item number is 167842. So if you got Paper Pumpkin, you want to get this refill now that you've seen all of these beautiful samples, alternates. We do have a past kit. It's the Full of Charm is available now, and it's 167280. So that one is available as well. So add those to your wish list. Our last year add-on dies at this time are actually on sale right now. That was the one that had the little tag and the Mary, and those are actually 50% off. So you could get those right now, and that add-on, if you didn't get them back in the past, it's $165,639, and so you can get those. Those will be great for also coming up for the holiday. You can easily use the Mary, add it with other sentiments that you have in your collection, so that's a good one to get.
And you know that we're going to make you want the new add-on dies for the October, November, and December kits.
Yes.
If you don't already have them, they are already on sale.
Yes, and that are called the Abundant Joy. Those are so cute. We don't have those down here, do we? Oh, no. We missed those. We forgot about those. So we'll get those next time when we come here live. But it's the item number 167855, and those are available now. They're called the Abundant Joy. It has a word joy. I think there's like a tag on it and some other little elements, of course. So you'll want to make sure you get that, because right around the corner is our subscription for the Cozy Christmas. And that is going to be available until October 10th. Tomorrow's October 1st, people. It's around the corner, so you got to make sure you get your subscriptions in for the Cozy Christmas. We had a lot of people asking what was so special, what's the specialty on this card, so we thought we would just go ahead and tell you that it's kind of like a flocked finish on it, so it has like that texture to it. Super cute, so you want to make sure that you get that kit because it's adorable. It'll be really fun, and we'll be, I'm sure next month when we come back, we'll have lots of tips and lots of showcasing all that little flocked elements on the cards as well, and so you want to make sure you see that.
I'm so excited.
Okay. All right. Anything, questions that we have? Social team?
I think you answered everything just then of all of the questions. So,
well, good.
Good
awesome.
job.
Well, then our job is done here today.
Well,
all right. Well, thanks for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed the Fall for Twal paper pumpkin kit, and you're going to get that reorder and make some more of these projects today that you've seen. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you again next month.